Hey everyone, it's Sarah and welcome back to What You Making Wednesday, where every Wednesday we make something absolutely delicious. This week we're gonna make apple rose pinwheels. So basically what that is it's a tart essentially. It's got puff pastry on the outside, but it's like slices of apples that are really thin. So when you roll it up and when you look at the top of it, it looks like a rose, but it's made out of apples. What are we gonna need? You're gonna need apples, puff pastry, hooray! I've learned that you have to thaw it before you use it, unlike what happened with the Pop-Tarts. They used apricot preserves to like put on the inside of it. I don't have any, so I'm gonna use strawberry. Again, I had it left over from when I did the Pop-Tart video. You're gonna need a lemon because you're gonna actually cook the apples just for a hot second in the microwave for about 3 minutes. And I think that's all that you need. I mean, let's get going. So I'm gonna let the puff pastries continue to thaw. So it says not more than, well, they're still rock hard. And there's 2 in my box. I'm actually gonna use both. Okay, the directions say to remove them from the paper wrapping as well. I still had them in the box. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is actually prepare my apples. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut them in half lengthwise. So from stem to bottom, you're gonna cut them that way. So here's my stem, we're gonna cut it this way. And I wanna make sure that I have enough. I don't wanna cut all my apples at once because I may only need 1 or 2. So I'm cutting then the tops off of the apple so that it's flat. And then it said it was gonna core it. I don't have anything really to core it, so when we get to, I'm gonna actually slice each piece. And I wanna make sure that they're sliced evenly, so I'm actually gonna use a mandolin. This is my first time using a mandolin, so when we get too close down to the end, I'm gonna stop. These may be too thin. It didn't really say how thick they were supposed to be. You just want them to be the same size. I mean, these definitely fan out really nicely. So then you're gonna wanna get rid of the core. I don't really have anything that's gonna help me get rid of the core. So we're going to wing this. There's gotta be something in the kitchen. I mean, like maybe a melon baller or something, or cookie cutter. I don't have any of those gadgets. Ugh. A small circle would be nice. I'm trying to think of what I have that's a small circle. This is a small circle.
It's peppermint. I don't really want to put peppermint in there.
What is a small circle that I can use? You know what? Can't go wrong with the vanilla extract. Okay, so I have the lid of my vanilla extract and that is working perfectly. Improvisation. If I'm pushing the lid down and twisting, it's taking the core out of my apple. I don't know if you can see that from here, but it's essentially the smallest thing that I have that's making this super easy. Use this as my garbage tool. Like I have a apple, like a core, but that's gonna cut my slices into not what I want. Just gotta put some force behind it. Maybe if I stack them all together. It's probably just destroyed my lid for my vanilla, but I'd much rather have the vanilla taste of on these than the peppermint, because I don't think peppermint and apple would taste very well. Maybe let's try to core these. It doesn't look very pretty, but at least the core is out. I can definitely see how chefs can injure themselves with a mandolin. It looks like it'll be very easy to do. So I think I'm gonna do 1 more apple, just because I don't think I have enough to do 12 pinwheels. You're gonna get about 6 pinwheels per sheet of puff pastry. You're gonna roll it out. They're still very hard. So I have about 2 apples because I ate the ends that were getting too small to put into the mandolin. You want to cover these with water and put in the juice of 1 lime so they don't brown as much when they're in the microwave. So I'm gonna add some water to cover the apples. Okay, so I have water in. It's covering the apples. And I'm gonna squeeze in the juice of 1 lemon. And I got a juicer. The juice of 1 lemon went in with the water. And then it said to microwave this for 3 minutes. Mine look a little bit thinner than what theirs did, so we'll see what happens. I might just do it for like, mine are much thinner than what theirs were, so I'm gonna do for half. Okay, so you're gonna roll out your puff pastry. Supposedly you're supposed to put some flour down. So have a little bit left on my hands. I have a little rolling pin thing here, and I'm gonna dust a little bit of that. And then you're gonna roll this out. Mine's still like hard. It said for it to be cold, not frozen. I mean, it feels cold, but I can't tell the difference. Like, it's not, like, it's still hard. But essentially, you're going to cut it into 6 pieces, and I figured might as well use the seams, and then cut those 2 pieces in half. So the middle piece seems to be much softer than the outer 2 pieces. We are improvising this because I don't have like a real, like, long wise rolling pin, but that looks, I think this looks good. I think that looks fantastic. So then what they did was they spread on the inside of it, they spread apricot preserves on it. I don't like apricots, so I'm gonna use strawberry because that's what I have. So it's 2 parts jam, 2 parts water. So essentially a 1-to-1 ratio. I think that was a lot of water. So essentially made like a jam paste-ish type of thing, and it said to pour a spoonful in the middle, kind of spread it. And then you're gonna take your cooked strawberries. You're gonna take your cooked apples and you're gonna lay it, and you're gonna overlap them. And then fold this piece over, and then roll it. Oh, you were supposed to put cinnamon in it. I'll sprinkle it on top. Look at that, I did it. Well, I mean, I prepared it. Now I just got to bake it. And then you stick it, I'm gonna spray my pan. So you're gonna use a cupcake tin to put these in. I'm gonna spray my pan so it doesn't stick. They didn't show this, but if I know me, it will stick and they will burn, or, you know, baking. And it looks like what the picture looked like, minus the fact that the cinnamon's supposed to go on the inside. So we have all of our apple rose pinwheels in our cupcake tray. 1 pack of, I guess, the double pastries will give you 12 altogether, and that's all I'm gonna make because I actually don't like baked fruit. So these are solely for the people at work and for you guys. So you're gonna bake this at 345 degrees for 35 to 45 minutes. I've noticed that my oven has been running somewhere along the middle for most of these time ranges. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put it in for 40 minutes. And we wait 15 seconds. These smell really good. They look fantastic too. Like they held up. They held up in the oven. It's great. I'm gonna let it cool for a little bit before I show you guys what it looks like. It smells good. Again, I am not a huge fan of baked fruit, so I won't be tasting this one, but it smells good. So here's what our little baked apple rose pinwheels look like. I hope everyone at work likes them. Well, not everyone, only 12 people can have them. But I hope the people that have them tomorrow at work enjoy them. I'll put the ingredients of everything down below. I mean, these look super pretty. I mean, super pretty. I don't know if you can see them, but they look so pretty. So if you enjoy videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below on something else that you'd like me to make. I don't really have anything that I have coming up that I plan on doing. I'll probably just find a random recipe and try it. Please subscribe, like, and comment. I think it turned out great. We'll find out tomorrow whether or not people at work enjoy them. So I'll let you know next week if those individuals enjoyed them or not. So, later.